YouTube. In this video I'll show you how to change your spark plugs in a 2004 Infiniti G35. I'm sure the same procedure works for 350Z and other cars with the same engine as well. So just to start off, first off you obviously take off your air intake. And after you take off your air intake, sorry I've already kind of fast forwarded through this process a little bit. You see this wiring harness? This wiring harness is held in by a couple of 10mm bolts, bolt right here, and another 10mm bolt right there that's sat in that spot. And then obviously you have three coil packs, 1, 2, and a third one down here. After you have a little bit of wiggle room in the wiring harness, what you do is you start taking off the coil pack connectors. This is for the first one, this is for the second one, and this is for the third one. And then there is 10mm bolts holding in each coil pack. So I already have the first one out. It was fairly simple. You just use an extension and a 10mm socket. And after that, I also got my spark plug out. That is done by using a 5/8 of an inch socket. And yeah, and we'll follow the same procedure through, get out the second one and third one. Just to give you guys a quick comparison of my spark plugs, this is the old one. As you can see, it has a much greater gap, and on the left I have my new spark plug with a much lesser gap. This definitely had to be changed. My car had close to 200,000 kilometers. Now I'll be putting in my first spark plug. So just make it moderately tight, nothing too crazy. I think it's sitting there fine. And now I'll get to my other two coil packs. The third coil pack bolt is slightly harder to get to. You might have to bend out this metal harness holder. Or in my case, I just use the smaller 10mm socket. And yeah, it came right loose. There we go, got it out. Well, almost. And same drill, using a 5/8, getting the spark plug out. So I'm officially all done on this side, all three spark plugs in and all three coil packs in, but I'm going to leave the wiring harness unattached just so there's a little bit of wiggle room on the other side. And now once we get here, you need to take off this vacuum hose, and then same thing, like, you know, this 10mm bolt. So I just actually finished doing all three of my spark plug changes. Sorry guys, couldn't really, since I'm by myself, I couldn't really hold the camera and make the video at the same time. So what you do for the first one is you have to unscrew this vacuum line, take it out, not unscrew it, but unclamp it and take it out. Get this out of the way, move this harness downwards and get room in here and pull this one out. So after the first one is done, the wiring is right here. For the second one, what you do is you pull the wiring harness downwards and then, you know, pull it right out, and then obviously the connector is right there. For the third one, between the fuel line and the wiring harness, so, you know, just get some gap in here, spread them apart, get that coil pack out, and finally get that spark plug out. Sorry I couldn't really make a detailed tutorial and show you guys how exactly how I did it, but just to give you guys a general idea, this is how it's done. And yeah, just unbolt as many of the bolts of this wiring harness as you can, because this does get in the way. And yeah, make sure not to wiggle it too much because you don't want to break the wires in there. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. Hopefully this video helped.